Oh, we're back again. Some of you might wonder why I'm starting in mission this time. Because this is my 5th attempt. This mission in particular has gone very poorly for me. There are a few reasons for this. For one, at my current level of equipment and expansion, I can't afford to go any more beefy with my arsenal, or armor for that matter. I just don't have the muns. And I need to expand, because I can't develop my existing territory at present. My only option for more output is to expand my territory, which leads me here into mutant country, where things get a lot spicier. So this has turned into one of those trial and error things, where I've been sort of sussing out the optimum strategy for dealing with this little locale. And it's been rough. Problems include wolves and wolver mutants bypassing all terrestrial defenses with their jumping bullshit. The mutant brutes being a colossal pain in the ass with their ranged attack and unbelievable tankiness. And of course the fact that there's a super mutant overlord camping the spot where we need to do a bit of business. Thank God for this machine gun. The rocket launcher has proven to be disappointing. Hopefully it'll have more oomph once it's upgraded. Where'd you come from? There, fight each other. I'm tired of you wolvers and your tankiness. All we need is an enemy with invincibility frames. Let's have fun fighting each other, assholes. Yeah, so I mined the fuck out of the tower area, figuring I would need as much augmentation to my defenses as possible. I was, of course, correct. The problem is, all of those defenses were bypassed by wolver mutants, who got right up in my face and ran my health down, and also by the equally tanky mutant brutes, who then wore me down at range with stealth, no, not with stealth, with arrow attacks, with ranged attacks, and I died. Because I can't afford better stamina, and I can't afford better armor. So yeah, I already got this warehouse, I've already basically done everything here that needs to be done except the actual fucking mission. Because I keep dying. Like I said, 5th time. Like I said, what's the rationale here that I'm playing on hard, so I, quote, asked for this? Not that weird, glitchy... Yeah, stop moving continuously in a direction. Where's the brutes? 'Cause there's always brutes. It is nice to have them clustered on somebody that isn't you. That's where the rocket launcher becomes handy. I hate the brutes. You see this? How they just sort of sit back and peck at you from range? And they just take so much damn punishment. You'd like to eliminate them first, priority target, but this doesn't work. Okay, so that cluster of enemies over there is actually a group of zombies. And we're going to take advantage of the fact that they're there, because we got a super mutant overlord. And it's a lot easier to let him fight them rather than fighting him, because he is broken as all hell. Actually, he's not even here. What the hell? He was here before... That's curious. Well, and I guess thus begins the mining. So the amount of mines I'm going to place might seem excessive. If you think that, you're wrong. But your input is appreciated. You're still wrong, though. Because I know that the ones that typically kill me are the ones who bypass the mines, but a lot of the reason they're able to do that is that they just power through, because they're so fucking tanky that they can just take mine after mine after mine. To some extent, I miss the bear traps, because sure, they didn't actually do much in the way of damage, but they completely immobilized the target. Like, I suppose the wolf mutants and so forth could still jump even when they were bound, but they couldn't move beyond that. These explode, and you get a nice little splash area and all that, but if the enemy's tough enough, they'll just tank it and keep running through. Now, I would say, if I was feeling generous, that I would cut the recording in such a way that you don't have to see me placing all of these mines, but I had to suffer through an extra hour just trying to crack this one level. I think you can suffer through an extra 10 minutes of me placing mines. So why does this problem occur? Okay, so by putting masters into place that limit your access to certain things, the issue is well, actually, it's not even really the master issue. I don't know, maybe it's just the difficulty slider. I would love to just point at the problem and say that, like, this doesn't work and it's why Decision 2 was better, but it's a myriad of choices that... Because I've tried, like, refining earlier zones and making them work. The problem is that it doesn't. It just doesn't work. Because I did that, and the resistance was too substantial. I just couldn't crack it. So it's like, I need more abilities, I need to upgrade the stuff I have more, and the only way to do that is to have more money, which means either just sitting on my hands, wandering the zones, doing nothing effectively, which it will come to a point where I have to do part of that. Or alternatively, it means that I have to capture more zones, because each individual zone is going to be less productive. The solution there is to have more zones for more productivity. And the thing is that you've only got, like, what, the 7 areas that you can actually secure, and as a consequence, in order to have more territory than I have already and produce more gold and more resources than I am already, I'm forced to hit this area, which is very dangerous, with my existing character build, which is not leveled for this kind of resistance. This is too much. Now, on a lower difficulty, it would have been easier, sure. So one thing I've discovered is that while my mines won't explode under my feet, I can take friendly fire damage from them, which means I need to create an area inside the minefield that I am free to maneuver, where I don't have issues of, oh shit, I'm, like, stepping on my own mines. I mean, the mines are, like, damage upgradable too, I think. The trouble is, again, no money. Money for the upgrades. Well, no, place a mine. Yes, this might seem excessive. I assure you, it fucking isn't. I've been at this for an hour, and I haven't been able to crack it. Even with this, it's just not working. What I need to do is wait for the brutes to push in, because they will just power through the mines, and then what I failed to do last time, because I didn't think about it, because, like, everything was going wrong, and I had the panic set in. What I need to do is basically just be like, okay, enrage you so that they'll attack you and not me, and basically just get the fucking Wolver mutants off my back, because they're the ones that'll keep jumping in, keep making problems, because they can just bypass the mines with their ridiculous jump distances. Why wasn't that capped, by the way? Like, they can jump across the map. That's too much. They should have a jump range. I mean, they should not be able to jump from one end of the map to the other just because they're alerted to the player's presence. Benefit, of course, is that once I have this facility, I can start training guards, we can start getting the threat down, and once I have the threat in this area neutralized, we can start doing the irritating part that I should have done before I even scouted this region, of just wandering through previous zones and trying to accumulate more survivors for various things. You think you've placed too many mines, you need to place more. Alright, so that's that side. Now we need to work across the middle. Yes, I have learned a few things. You cannot enrage certain boss characters, which was probably done for balancing reasons, because I've illustrated how that can be very easily cheesed. And jumping enemies render mines and fixed defenses, which are great force multipliers, effectively useless. So the zombies don't really have much in that capacity, but the mutants do. Since mutants are heavier on this side of the map, that becomes your difficulty progression, in a sense. This is like that scene from, what was it, Mouse House, where they literally covered all of the floor in mouse traps. It didn't end well for them. Still, I have left enough space for me to be able to maneuver. At least in theory. I gotta give Flash credit. This is a lot of entities to keep track of at once. Okay, let's go get the dudes.
Okay, let's go.
God, this preparation just better not go up in smoke, I swear to God.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, the soldier that was here before has been replaced by a captain and a ranger. Now I'm even more hopeful that I pull this off, because having them to recover after the mission will be just fantastic. Guys, get in there and make it quick.
Working.
Kidding me, that was it for the spawn wave? That was it for the spawn wave. So what, last time I just got incredibly unlucky? See, the problem with that going well now is I look like a crazy person who over-prepared. I assure you I didn't. Honestly, I think I can take 2 new people on the team, so why don't we just add you 2 straight to
Glad
it.
you came.
Captains and rangers are rare.
Glad you came.
God, that was such a pain in the ass.